airport, including Raila Odinga's supporters. Now, he ran for the presidency 5 times and on 3 occasions came agonizingly close to the House on the Hill. Over the years, he's been called many names: Tinga, Baba, Agwambo, the Enigma, even the People's President. But after more than 4 decades in Kenya's political trenches, Raila Amolo Odinga takes his final bow, etched in history as the president that never was. Here is KTN's Francis Ontoma with the story.
Sunshine daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I am sad to say I'm on my way. I won't be back for many a days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to let a river little girl in Kingston town.
He is arguably one of the greatest politicians to ever grace independent Kenya. For decades, Raila Amolo Odinga towered over the country's political landscape, a colossus whose name stirred hope, fear, and fierce loyalty in equal measure. He vied for the presidency 5 times, each time coming heartbreakingly close, but never crossing the gates of State House. To millions, he wasn't just a politician, he was the president that never was.
Hii serikali ambayo tunaunda, ambayo ni serikali ya mseto, itakuwa ni serikali ya mpito, transitional and transformative government.
For more than 4 decades, Raila Odinga's name defined Kenya's politics. The son of a former Vice President Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Raila needed little inspiration to walk into politics, inheriting a family legacy of rebellion and undying pursuit for justice and freedoms. And his impact was felt almost immediately. In 1982, accused of supporting a failed coup, Raila spent 6 years in detention without trial, and when he was let go, he emerged unbroken, determined to finish what his father began, the fight for multi-party democracy. And when Kenya finally opened the door to plural politics, Raila Odinga stepped through it as one of its fiercest voices. In 2007 particularly, he was the frontrunner going against Kenya's 3rd president, Mwai Kibaki. Early results from Bomas of Kenya put him on the lead, but when tallying stopped, it was Mwai Kibaki who was sworn in as president. More than 1,000 people died, scores displaced as Kenya erupted into a full-blown post-election violence. To stop the bloodshed, a power-sharing deal made him prime minister, but never president.
I, Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling as the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya.
10 years later, in 2017, history repeated itself with Raila Odinga yet again finding himself in a similar position. He challenged the results again and the Supreme Court nullified the election, the first time in Africa's history.
The presidential election held on 8th August 2017 was not conducted in accordance with the Constitution and the applicable law, rendering the declared results invalid, null, and void.
But when the repeat poll came, he boycotted, calling it a fraud. For another time, Raila never saw the gates of State House that he passionately pursued.
It was wasted valuable time engaging in public relations exercises intended to create the illusion of motion without any movement. You have come to the conclusion that there is no intention on the part of the IEBC to undertake any changes to its operations and personnel.
On January 30th, 2018, Raila Odinga saw himself in as people's president, attracting both admiration and criticism in equal measure.
Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the People's President of the Republic of Kenya. Do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of Kenya as by law established and all other laws of the Republic as adopted by the people of Kenya. They will protect, uphold sovereignty, integrity, and dignity of the people of Kenya. So help me God.
TV stations were switched off as police surrounded the legendary Uhuru Park. To his ardent supporters, regardless of how you look at it, he had finally taken the oath they'd waited for years. In 2022, backed by the state, he tried one last time but still lost by a whisker. 5 attempts, no victory, yet always at the center of power.
Manangu jali haina kinga, asaini hapo ni Mola Mwenyezi, kilinguruma liko nikikatiririka, walipasinja wote walifia baharini, tuliona hivyo kwa herini, tuliona hivyo kwa herini.
He may never have stepped in the house on the hill, but Raila Odinga will be remembered as a man who came and changed Kenya's politics forever. From the fight for multi-party democracy to the 2010 constitution, his fingerprints are everywhere. History will remember him not as a loser, but as the president that never was. Francis Ontomwa, KTN, Nairobi.
Thank you, Antoma, for that report. And yes, indeed.